but can you see me? Yeah. So good evening, my dear friends. Nice to meet you again. Okay. Anyway, today I think I'm not going to. Anybody come to this seminar first time? Very first time. So many? Okay, first time? First time is good, okay? First time is good. Nobody wants second time, right? Okay, anyway, maybe I use a different way to introduce the ipower today. I think, of course, our Japanese company, Zero Max, everybody knows about it. Okay, there's what they call one good news. Zero Max is doing some, in the Japan company, find that, as you know that Zero Max has been around for almost 30 years. We don't do any website because we already have the big company in the world, our customer. But anyway, our Japanese engineering and the sales department is building up a website for Zero Max for MXP in Japan. So later you can go there and look at some of the Zero Max product that is ready for MXP in future. I think that's a good news. They are working on the website. Okay, in all Japanese, sorry. So maybe you have to take a course to learn Japanese to read. Because my boss still insists the best way for them to interpret the product is still in Japanese. So, and another what I call story today, I have a question for everyone because I suddenly realized that if I explain iPower in another way, it's easier for you to understand rather than I go through the technical explanation. The question is, who invented emails? Yeah, who invented emails? Do you use email now?
Yes.
Use it every day?
No.
So, important? Do you think email is important? Very important, right? But who invented emails? Not Hotmail, not Bill Gates. Okay, so I give you at least two wrong answer. No, Zero Max. No, if Zero Max invented emails, I think they would have already very, very big now. Okay, this is very interesting because through the operation of emails, you can understand a little bit on iPower. Now, actually, emails invented by the, I would say that what called the military department of US during the war time. Because that time, remember the first and second war, whoever can decode the encryption of the message can win, right? If you send telegram, the next day everybody get killed. Because everybody know your secret, right? So they use a lot of codes. Okay, they use a lot of codes when they send information. But also then they invented so-called internet through the phone's wire. They tear message into parts, send out through the phone wires, and when you go to the end of the personal computer, they put it back together, become a piece of message. Of course, after the war, technology always invented from war and outer space, and then it comes to our life. So we have emails today. So when you type an email, you send out. Where it goes? Not straight all the way to your friend, you know. What it does, it separates into small, small pieces, flowing in the internet river. Finally, when you get into your computer, it gets coded again. It becomes your email. So this is the same way to send information. Of course, as hackers. Okay, hackers is always like, send somebody stand at your door. You send something out, they get it first. And then they send through their own screen, and then they get your information. This is hackers. But why email can connect to iPower? Why? Because through emails, we can understand alternating current. You know, I find that it's very easy to explain alternating current with emails. Imagine, we have direct current. You know a direct current, a battery? Positive, the current flow out and back from negative. It cannot go backwards, only one way, right? But in a battery, the voltage and current, they go together. So they produce heat in the wire. Because V times I is power. A very simple formula. When V and I, they go together, they keep generating heat. But alternating current is making use of this concept. Now, instead of that wire, like a, you know, if you have a, Dr. Zakaria have a wire and we pull straight, the current going through is direct current. Now we swing. Remember when you're young, you play the skipping, right? So like a swinging, what you do? Now you separate the voltage and the current apart. So in this wire now, voltage travel by itself, current travel by itself. So they only meet each other at the end when you need it. So this way, no energy is produced. Because voltage cannot produce energy, current cannot produce energy by its own. So only when they meet with each other, they can produce energy. But there is a bad consequence. A direct current is so direct that it goes everywhere, it generates works and heat. But the alternating current, by the time they meet each other, sometimes they are not in phase. They go out as the same look, but when they come in, sometimes one guy comes slower than the other. So this is why it's not efficient. Now you understand alternating current. Better? Yeah. Cannot. I really, if I speak Malaysia, I can only use like maybe 100 words. So it's very difficult for me to explain. Maybe I have to take out the course next year, okay? I work hard this year. Other than my Japanese course, I also take out the Malaysian course, okay? Next year. Okay. Yeah. But anyway, it's easier for me to use to express. How? But really, I have to work very hard. Maybe can ask someone to help me in the later stage, okay? Forgive me this time.
No, it's okay.
Okay. Okay. All right. This is why I act a lot. I hope through action you can understand. Right. Okay. So now, because of that not coherence, we don't have 100% performance. So what we need to do, we need a guru. At least I have a Malay. Guru. Okay. You have a cikgu, right? Something to teach, to control. If you are too slow, go faster. Sound like you? Go faster. So if you too fast, slower. Alright? So this is what we do is that with ipower, at the end, when this voltage and current meet, if they are not in phase, if they are not synchronized, ipower will release energy or take away energy to make sure they come back like a direct current. Understand? No? So easy. This is ipower. So now, because our house, we have so many electrical appliances, everybody have their own character. Some they make the current go faster. Some they make the current come slower. So we need different. So ipower is very nice. It takes energy from this guy, give to that guy give to this guy. Plus, not enough. Of course, it's not the Godfather. So you use some from so this is how it works. So with that, with that device, it explains how ipower works. Everybody okay? How about first timer? Okay? Also understand? First timer? Okay, thank you. I don't know, I go back things very hard how to explain ipower. Finally, I find a new way. Okay, now. Okay, sorry.
Excuse me, maybe you can use translation on the white screen or whatever.
Okay, because
and looking. You have
they don't have the remote. So it's like I have a helper here, but I keep saying next. I worry people keep coming up here and give speech. Okay, so you just go fast, okay? Fast. We just go to the power. Go. Just keep going until I say stop. Go. Okay. Slow. This is ipower. Next. Okay, just now I was explaining about voltage and current. They must go in at the same time to produce work. Okay, to produce work. I'm going to prepare another set of transparency. Let me see if it works. No, it won't work. On? No, it doesn't work. Okay. No, it works. Okay, good. Now, but sometimes if you look at that, you forget about me. And the more you look, before you listen to me, you already give up to listen. Look at this. You want to see this? 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 Not really. Yeah, but anyway, I tried because some you want it, some you don't want, right? So what I'm trying to do is that by giving explanation first, then look at it. It's easy to understand. So just now I was saying that because you need both to go in together, so ipower has to make sure both of them coming together. And now when we separate voltage and current traveling to your house, no heat, no work done, you don't have any losses when you send the energy. Of course, we have different resistance, coil resistance and capacitor. Because of these two kind of element, it makes the current goes in at different speed. Okay, so yeah, you can imagine, current is a guy. So if the doorman is a girl, you think he go in faster or slower? Faster. But if the doorman is a guy, slower. So this is a guy for current, sorry, a girl for current, you let current go through fast. Capacitor will let the current go through very slow. Because maybe not handsome. Okay. So now, in order to make perfect power saving, we need balanced voltage and current. And the only way to balance it is through this ipower. Okay, so with this machine, we have tested in Japan on all different elements. You'll find that this is a saving. You know, sometimes if I look at this, I become more and more monotonous. Right? Without looking at it, it's easier for me to interact with everyone here. Okay, so this is a way to save energy. It depends on what kind of energy you want to save and what kind of device you have. Now, after knowing the principle of ipower, we have to talk about how to use it. You know, maybe last time I have been emphasized too much on the technical thing. Until everybody understands the product, I don't know how to use it. Okay, so how to use ipower? The easiest way to use ipower is to plug the ipower next to any devices that you want. To start with, for example, you have a friend who wants to test the ipower. He can always go to any socket plug next to fridge, TV, whatever. But if you purchase the ipower, there's another way you can do it is to install before the circuit breaker. Because that is a place that controls everything in your house. Now, this is the easiest way to use. Extension, put in the ipower, and here, put in the computer. But putting the circuit breaker in your house, I think average household only need one ipower. Average like 2 aircon, 2 TV, because everybody want see football, want see the drama, so you got 2 TV, and the washing machine, everything. 3,000 watt, one is good enough. But if you have a very big house, 10 aircon, maybe 6 aircon, I don't know, then you use 2 or 3 ipower. So very easy. And to install that, if you want to install the ipower before the fuse, you need to engage a wireman. Not engage, engage means married. No need to marry a wireman to install ipower, okay? Sorry. You need to call a wireman, okay? So, get a wireman to put in the ipower before the circuit breaker, and that's it. It will work. Okay. Sorry, I suddenly confused because I see the demo. Now, installation. I get confused. Wait. Let's see. What I should continue next? Any question? Sorry, suddenly jump off already. Okay, now. Sure.
Well, what's better? Before or after the circuit breaker?
Oh, actually no difference. But after means you only connected to one loop. Before you connected to all the loop.
Yeah.
So it gets to before. Right? After, no problem. You got 8 circuit breaker, you buy 8. That will be much better, right? Okay, that's one. Today I just I will concentrate on question that has been frequently asked. You know, before we start selling this product, anyway, iPower is not so old, quite new, right? So we do not really know what kind of question people will ask. For example, I thought everybody wants to know the technical part of iPower, but in fact it's not. Actually, people just keen to understand just the usage. Plus, some common terms people keep asking, like one phase, single phase, and 3 phase. Am I right?
Yes.
Because you want to install, people say, hey, my house 3 phase. Wow, why is 3 phase? Suddenly don't understand, then go home. So I try to explain those questions that they have been asking, and easy for you. What is single phase? What is 3 phase? Anybody know?
You're right.
Huh?
You're right.
Okay.
He knows.
He knows? Okay. Now, single phase, most of the house have single phase, right? Anyway, single phase is like 220 volt supply. Very easy. So if you look at your television, your radio, what kind of voltage your radio using or television using? How many volts? 240, 220. Okay, anyway, Malaysia is fluctuating between 220 and 240. Anything in between. Now, 3 phase, how many volt? 415? No. If 3 phase 415, how can be 3 times 3 is what? 220 times 3. Oh, 780 or 660. Very hard working, you know, counting 240 times 3. Well, I see so many people doing the calculation, okay? Okay, let's take 220. 3 phase should be 660, right? So actually 3 phase is ready for you to build a 2-in-1, like 480 volts, plus a 240 volts. So you can have a 3 phase into your factory. 1, to power all the common electrical goods. 2, to power the machine. Because a lot of machines come with 400 over volts. So, but in that case, why our house need 3 phase? Your house is like a factory. Yeah, maybe selling the kacang lah. So they have a big machine flying the kacang. So 400. Or because every phase actually is 220. Or, okay, the 3 phase, they come in 3 wires. Every phase is 220. So even MXB building is a 3 phase supply. But everything that power here only use single phase. I would say that if your house don't have a machine, you don't care whether it's a 3 phase or 1 phase or 2 phase or 4 phase like a Thai Buddha, doesn't matter. Or every time you only use one of the wire to power your electrical goods. So always single phase, understand? Whether he use a 3 phase doesn't matter. He only is going to use one of the wire as a single phase. Clear? So there's no 3 phase in your house. So if I ask you about 3 phase, just tell him 3 phase, yeah, 3 wire come in, but you use 1. If you don't believe, try to use 2 phase, connect together and power your TV. What happened? Brighter? Or the football bigger? On the screen? 2 times bigger? No, right? Short circuit. Yeah, even ladies here know short circuit. So, always remember, 3 phase and single phase is always powered by single phase. So it's good for ipower. Our ipower is designed for a single phase supply. So now, if his factory has a very big supply, like 480 volt, can he use ipower? No. Calculation wrong again. Why yes? Okay, because the machine use 480, is 2 single phase connected together, is too much power for ipower. So the ipower will say hello, bye-bye first. Because it's the first one from the circuit breaker. Before the rest of your TV, radio, DVD, everybody say bye-bye to you. Okay? So there's what do you call it? There won't be any chance that you will connect it wrongly as long as look at the house. You got TV or not? Yes. Got radio or not? Yes. So you can use ipower. Very easy. Doesn't matter whether it's 3 single phase or 3 phase. Alright? Understand? Yes. So this is how to identify single phase and 3 phase. Now, about using the ipower, when you plug in, when you use on the product, what it does. That's another question that I have been asking. Today I'm only going to talk about the FAQ, which is more real life. Okay? They say that some of them they use a meter. Digital the meter that sell outside in the store. They click on the ipower, wow, very big consumption. Some people say that. Do you encounter this kind of problem? No? Okay, maybe you will. They buy from the store, they plug in ipower and see, oh, consumption very big, bigger than the television. Then it says that, oh, ipower consume a lot of electricity. But when I heard about that, I said, oh shit, I forget to explain about this issue. First thing, before ipower that you use in your house or any energy saver, most of the electrical goods that you use in your home, can they save energy? Or they just consume energy? Consume. So outside all the meter they make, with a very simple algorithm in the meter, it's based on consuming power. So what it does, if you buy a watt meter from the market, you plug in, it detects current. You only detects current. You know current, right? Any current detect, they always multiply it by 220 volt. It come up with the power consumption. But they cannot identify whether this energy goes in and then goes up again. You only register in, they don't register out. So what you get is a formula that that, no need to buy the power, the meter. You can use your calculation to count. Calculator also can count, right? So this is why, if you plug in the ipower, this is a test MXP has just done. Because they call me, Leon, one of the members asked about why ipower consume more electricity. I say, how you prove that? Then he tell me about all the meter they see is like more consumption. I asked him to do a test. Upstairs, MXP, I don't know whether third floor or fourth floor, they have a microwaves. So what they do, they plug in a digital meter from the electrical store. They turn on the microwave for 2 minutes. They registered 2 watts. So they take out the microwave, they plug in ipower, they turn on for 2 minutes again. Sorry, 2 minutes again, 0.5 watts. Now let me ask you, if I were to plug in ipower plus microwave oven and run for 2 minutes, how many watts? 2.5 watt, right? 2 plus 0.5 is 2.5. So now they plug in both together. They turn on 2 minutes later, still come out 2 watts. The 0.5 gone. Then they call me, hey Leon, yeah, you're right. After I do this test, ipower not consuming anything. But I just plug in ipower, I see 0.5 watt. I tell him, throw away the meter. I cannot prove anything, but I can tell you that meter is not working. If your calculator give you, you press 2 plus 2.5 equal 2. You still want to use a calculator? I will go to your store and buy all the Coca-Cola, I tell you. 1 can 2 ringgit plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, 2.5. Very good calculator, right? So that's why, in science, it's very easy. I no need to prove whether this meter works on my product to tell whether it's true or not, but I can disprove this meter because it was never been designed for a product like ipower.